The moment you hear the name Harley-Davidson Street Glide, something changes inside you. Your heartbeat slows, your shoulders drop, and your mind drifts to endless highways where the horizon never ends and freedom isn't a word anymore, it's a feeling. This is not just a motorcycle parked in a showroom under bright lights. This is a rolling statement, a moving symbol of power, pride, and pure American soul. From the very first glance, Street Glide doesn't ask for attention, it commands it. It doesn't shout, yet everyone listens. It doesn't chase trends, because trends chase it. This machine is built for riders who don't want to arrive quietly, who don't want to blend in, who want the road to remember that they passed through. When you stand in front of the Harley-Davidson Street Glide, you instantly feel its weight, not just in kilograms, but in legacy. Decades of craftsmanship, rebellion, and raw mechanical honesty are packed into this one motorcycle. The iconic Batwing fairing sits proudly at the front, slicing through air like it was born to do only one thing: dominate the highway. Every curve of the body feels intentional, every line tells a story. This is not plastic pretending to be tough. This is metal with a pulse. The wide stance, the stretched saddlebags, the muscular fuel tank, everything about the Street Glide whispers confidence and roars authority. Now start the engine, and the world changes tone. That deep, thunderous Harley rumble isn't just sound, it's emotion vibrating through your chest. The Milwaukee 8 engine doesn't need to scream at high RPMs to prove its strength. Its power lives in the low end, where real riding happens. Twist the throttle gently and the torque responds instantly, pushing you forward with a smooth, unstoppable force. This is power that doesn't rush, power that doesn't panic. It flows, it pulls, it owns the road beneath it. Whether you're cruising at city speeds or stretching its legs on an open highway, the Street Glide feels planted, stable, and utterly confident. The beauty of the Street Glide's power is not just in numbers, it's in character. The engine breathes freely, runs cooler, and delivers power in a way that feels alive. You don't ride this bike, you communicate with it. Every vibration, every pulse reminds you that you're connected to a living machine, not isolated by electronics. Yet, despite this rawness, the refinement is undeniable. Long rides don't feel exhausting. The balance between comfort and aggression is so perfectly tuned that hours on the saddle feel natural, almost addictive. As the miles roll on, you realize this bike was built for distance. The seating position is relaxed yet commanding. The handlebars fall perfectly into your hands, giving you control without tension. Your feet rest comfortably, allowing your body to become one with the machine. Wind protection from the Batwing fairing is exceptional, cutting through gusts while still letting you feel connected to the environment. This is touring comfort without touring boredom. Every mile feels purposeful. Now let's talk about something that often gets ignored when people talk about Harleys: technology. Hidden beneath the classic soul of the Street Glide is a modern brain that quietly enhances every ride. The infotainment system integrates seamlessly into the fairing, offering navigation, music, connectivity, and controls that don't distract but assist. The display is clear even under harsh sunlight, and the controls are intuitive enough that you don't have to think about them while riding. Music flows through the speakers, turning highways into soundtracks and journeys into memories. Safety, too, plays its role silently. Advanced braking systems, traction control, and rider aids work in the background, ready to step in when needed without stealing the spotlight. The braking feels strong and predictable, inspiring confidence even when the bike is fully loaded or cruising at higher speeds. This is where Harley-Davidson shows its maturity, respecting tradition while embracing innovation. And then there are the hidden features, the things you only discover after living with the Street Glide. The way the suspension absorbs imperfect roads while keeping the bike composed. The subtle engineering in the saddlebags that allows you to pack generously without ruining the bike's silhouette. The thoughtful placement of controls that become second nature over time. These are not features shouted in brochures, these are details revealed through experience. Price is often the point where conversations slow down, but with the Street Glide, price isn't just a number, it's a reflection of value. You're not paying for transportation. You're investing in an experience, a lifestyle, a machine that holds its identity and respect over time. Harley-Davidson motorcycles don't just age, they mature. They carry stories, miles, and memories, and somehow become more meaningful with each passing year. The Street Glide stands tall in this tradition, offering a level of presence and prestige that few motorcycles in the world can match. What truly separates the Harley-Davidson Street Glide from everything else on the road is how it makes you feel. It doesn't beg you to ride fast, it invites you to ride far. It doesn't force excitement, it builds anticipation. Every stoplight becomes a moment, every fuel stop becomes a conversation. People look, not because it's loud, but because it's authentic. Because it represents something real in a world increasingly filled with imitation. By the time you finish a long ride on the Street Glide, you don't feel tired, you feel fulfilled. You feel like the road gave you something back. This bike doesn't just take you from point A to point B, it transforms the space in between into something meaningful. It turns distance into freedom, time into memory, and riding into a ritual. The Harley-Davidson Street Glide is not for everyone, and that's exactly the point. It's for riders who understand that true power doesn't need to rush, that true style doesn't need approval, and that true freedom comes from choosing your own path. When you roll on this machine, you're not following the road, you're defining it. And long after the engine cools and the ride ends, the feeling stays with you, calling you back for the next journey, the next horizon, the next story waiting to be written on asphalt. Hidden engineering brilliance be noticeable high. Frame rigidity our suspension tuning A's key bike heavy touring load K bawajud nimble feel care. Engine heat management optimized high. Long distance comfort our mechanical reliability ensure car to high. Exhaust note our throttle response precise tuning K soft. Ride co exhilarating benete hain bina fatigue K. Street Glide ka emotional impact be undeniable high. Har ride ek journey high jo memory our connection banata high. Bike k soth bond gradually build hoda hay. Our har ride k bod longing our anticipation create hodi high for the next adventure. This is not just a motorcycle, it's an emotion, a lifestyle, a moving symbol of freedom. Price our value key perspective say, Harley-Davidson Street Glide ek long-term investment high. Initial cost may high lage. Lecan ownership experience, resale value, our lifestyle benefits consider Karain to worth every penny high. Ye bike resale market mine apni value maintain cardi high, our Harley community ka belonging our camaraderie priceless high. Street Glide ka world class suspension, high quality brakes, our ergonomic comfort long distance touring co effortless bana deet hain. Advanced rider aids our electronic features, subtly enhance kart hain ride experience without taking away traditional Harley feel. Every mile, every corner, every straight highway stretch ek story band jota high. Harley-Davidson Street Glide ka presence high statement high. Ride Karna is not just commuting, it's declaring your freedom, asserting your individuality, and embracing adventure.